Hello and welcome to what is probably going to be a very long run of videos. I am the Mighty Pincer and we are going to try one of the more difficult achievements in Crusader Kings 2. We are going to go for becoming the Kingdom of David. So creating the Kingdom of David is one of the more difficult challenges. You start off as literally the only Jewish person in the game. There are no Jews anywhere at this point, and you need to basically create Israel. Problem is, you are surrounded at this point by the wonderful Abyssinians who are going to want to take your territory, and more scarily, the Abbasid Empire up here, who are Muslim, and they typically very rapidly conquer Nubia, this part just above Abyssinia, and start messing around with Abyssinia here, and they're not very tolerant of the Jews. So let's get going and see what we can do. Kingdom of David. So unlike my last little three-part series which ended in absolute failure, this will not, unless we're very, very, very unlucky. This is probably going to be a long video. It takes a long time to firstly get the Kingdom of Abyssinia going and maybe take a bit of Yemen. And then to eventually slowly whittle away at this ridiculous empire, which is only going to get bigger. So first things first, let's check ourselves out. What are we? Okay, we've got decent diplomacy, well, not really, but decent martial and intrigue. We can get our stewardship up, but that's not really a huge issue for us right now. Okay. So, let's get married, first things first. There's only one potential person to marry, and she's got decent stewardship. She's gluttonous, so that's not great. But this is normal when you are a Jew at this point in the game, because there are literally no other Jews around. Let's see if we can invite anyone to court. Nope. We're completely disliked. Okay, so then let's just marry her. Why not? We've got a son. He's not bad actually, apart from this slothful trait, but that's okay. We're going to take the prestige because, you know, we're not Germanic. We can't just raid everyone for prestige and gold like we could before. Let's educate the son. What's he going to be? He's clearly not going to be a steward. I think we're going to get more benefit from tech at this point, so we're going to go for learning. We're not really that keen on getting our armies doing all the work for us just yet. What am I going to improve though? But I am going to go for martial here, just so that we can have a few extra men and be safe. Ambition wise, we are Garvelkind, so we will go for build a war chest. Why not? So we are currently a Duke, so we're going to need to raise 500 to get that bonus. Isn't going to happen. Okay. So I've done this a few times. This achievement isn't it's not as hard as what we were trying to do with Counter Emperor in Scandinavia, let's put it that way. The main difficulty in this achievement is just survival. Again, because you're surrounded by all of these different religions that have the right to holy war against you. But that means we also have the right to holy war against, everyone else. Which would be great if we had a decent number of men, and if we weren't also surrounded by people from the same religion. If we go for a holy war with any of these guys, every single one of these guys is against us, so that's not really an option. What we can do, though, is fabricate a claim. No, I'm better than him? Yeah, you're better than him. And what I want to do, before we take the next step, is try and take at least some of Gondar. If we get both, that's fine. It's wintered out to main limit. And we are marginally stronger than him. But I'm still going to train troops. We're going to collect some taxes. We need a much better spy master than that, thank you very much. we're going to try and get tech. We'll take it from Mecca this time. Mecca? Yeah, Mecca. And we are just going to research cultural tech. So being a Jew gives us some bonuses to things like tech in the early game, in the later game. But I think that's really the advantage that we have over everyone else at this point. Okay, so we are married. We've done everything else. We just need to wait for a claim and for our prestige to go up. We could technically declare war now, right? No, we couldn't do a border dispute because that would cost us 100 gold. And we're certainly not doing Holy War for Gondar because that'll get us owned. Okay, and this guy hates us. Okay, let's see how long we survive. As we are. Oh wait, let's not forget this. Designate a region. Yeah, why not? And we got a decent doctor. And all of the assigned commanders. I don't really care about the rest. Okay, so income's actually not bad. It's going up pretty quickly. I think we can... It's never a bad idea to upgrade your castles, especially early on when they have a tax income benefit, but for the sake of the money, and because it's going to cost us some money to fabricate a claim shortly, I'm really not going to be worrying too much about improving the domain just yet. I don't care. Okay, 649, 772. Good, let's boost our marshal. Let's hope that our new son... Okay, they're going to Holy War for Afar. They're not. They are 2. They are 2. Okay, so I could... I just don't, yeah. Holy War for Gondar. I don't know, it just seems like a terrible idea. Let's just chill out. Let's just not rock the boat too much. Okay, our son is... He's okay, he's not the worst in the world. But there's no one for him to marry. No one at all. Sorry, son. I mean, what I forgot, what I normally do is actually present a couple of debutantes. And then we just pick the best one for him. So what does he need? Everything. Okay, we're gonna go for this girl at second. The gregarious, cruel, charitable China. Or China? I don't know. Her learning's not great, but whatever. And one thing I like to do if you're Jewish or Christian, if you can, but we're not quite there yet, is get into the Hermetic Society as quickly as possible. It takes a lifetime to get to a point where you're actually able to do anything with it. But if you are a member of the Hermetic Society and you become magus or just get to the top rank, what you can do is you can write a magnum opus. And if you're intelligent enough, your magnum opus comes out with some pretty solid buffs. And then as long as your successors either join the Hermetic Society or have a learning above 26, they will get all of those benefits too. So one thing you'll see at that point is that... no, I've messed this one up. Yeah. Basically, you would get all these buffs. So what you see is your successor, as soon as he becomes king, if he's in the Hermetic Society, boom, his stats will jump by, I don't know, 10 learning and 4 marshal or something, it becomes pretty huge and lets you set up a pretty solid dynasty. So legalism is always my first choice because I always want to have the ability to revoke titles. And if I can, I'm going to get rid of Government because I hate it. So for now we will just go for seniority, which is good and bad, right? It has a tendency to mean truces have less of an impact because it's always the oldest ruler coming in. So the older the ruler, the quicker he dies, the quicker your truce is prematurely gone so you can attack again. But right now we are not focused on attacking. Okay, it looks like these guys are losing their war. No, they're winning, okay. And we haven't got our claim yet. What's his chances? 4.5%. Is there no one better? Oh. Okay, let's celebrate. Oh, we can't. I missed it. I want to celebrate Passover. Now, I always like to write books. Cheap, but also boost stats. Marshall. Great. Okay, what is our army mainly made up of? Heavy infantry. My big focus is always legalism, but I'll spend a little bit on majesty as well. Why not? The rabbi is not really doing anything else. He can see if he can find an artifact for us. Anything to boost our stats is good. That's a 5-year debuff on plots, but we're not planning on assassinating anyone, so that's fine. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get this claim anytime soon. 644, 772. But we're not really in a great position to actually do anything. I'm not sure what sabotage really does. I've never had it, well, I've never really tried it, to be honest. But it might be worth maybe trying to do that to get their troop numbers down. Okay, Gondar is at war with Gojam because he's been excommunicated, which means I can do a holy war for Gondar. Who's excommunicated? He's excommunicated. Let's just double check. Really? Yes. Haha. So excommunication war. We'll just replace him with his heir, right? Gojam won't be taking any troops. So while he's excommunicated, we declare holy war. And we take what we can. Oh, wait a second. Although, yeah, I don't really want him dying just yet. Well, that's a lucky piece of business. So, if all goes well, Gojam will wipe out his army for us. And then we can just go in as soon as the war's won and just finish taking Gondar, which should be much weaker. No, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. And not great, not great. Okay, we've lost this war, because even though he's excommunicated, he still managed to get people to join him in defense of the faith, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, so we can do a white peace before he wipes our army out. Okay, we're going to focus on martial as usual, and ambition will be... Okay, strange we can't do... Raise a war chest. So one option we have now that he's getting bigger and more powerful, just to keep ourselves safe from holy wars, is this option. An option I regularly take. And I think I will this time as well. It does reduce our total troop count, because a chunk of it goes to him. But it does mean that they can't declare holy wars on us. Yeah, unless they're Muslim. Which isn't going to turn up for about maybe 20 years. So we'll do that. Because now there's a bit of aggression towards us. Good. And now we're safe and peaceful. And we're going to have to be this way for, I don't know, probably the next 50 years or so. So what we will do is we'll start developing the provinces. I love Castle Town, but Castle Walls is well, cheaper. But let's go for Castle Town. Let's focus on money for a while. Good, we're brave. Oh, there we go. So we have, yeah, less troops than we had before we were a vassal, but now we can be a commander. I will never be a commander. Commanders die. Right, we do not become a commander for a foreign army. And until they're all Jewish, they're a foreign army at my point. Yeah, we'll go for mountainous. New regent. And let's celebrate Passover. Should get us a nice little prestige bonus. Well, that's costing us some money. Good. Okay, what can we be? Chancellor. Yeah, why not? Why not? We're not planning on rebelling against him for at least 20 years or so. Probably not for this guy's lifetime. Oh, what's my Chancellor doing? The only time I would overthrow the king of Abyssinia was if I had, obviously, massive armies, relatively, and if I had legalism too, so I could revoke everyone's title because they weren't Jewish. That's the only way. That's the only way Judaism starts spreading. It's terrible at spreading until the late game. Just waiting, but our income is still doing really nicely. Abyssinia is uniting under the king of Abyssinia. Just got Berbera left to take and a little piece of, I think this is Afar. Yeah, Emirate of Afar. Yeah, let's not lose prestige. Okay, we're nearly ready to build our second castle town. This part of the world just makes so much money in the game. It's really quite nice. Another really cool thing to do is to try and make the Empire of Socotra, where you start out with just this little province, and you need to conquer the Empire, the Arabian Empire, and maybe the Persian Empire too. That's a fun little challenge I might take up in the future. Yeah, you're not converting our Jews to your crazy Christianity. Here we go, what we got? More here? No thanks. Let's go for cheaper buildings. Let's go for military organization. Okay, so we just joined a faction. Increase council power. Okay. I don't really want to go to war with the king, but he is losing. Dead wife. Anyone to marry? Only children. Only children, and not particularly great children either. Okay, we'll go to the tried and true. Okay, he's actually good. Oh, and they're all terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. Can we invite someone to court now? Any women? No women. Okay. But some decent. Here we go. Let's get this guy. Wait, let's just check if there's anyone better. Yep, let's get him. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get a better steward. Yes, we can. Thank you very much. And then we know this guy's incredible. Truthfully, he's probably not going to like us very much. But hey ho. Anyway, who are we going to marry? Has he got a daughter? No. I mean, she's not great, but she would have a claim. Okay, so I mean we're pretty stuffed here on the old marriage. Oh, she is terrible, and we're losing a bunch of prestige again, but that's fine. Let's take the gold. Cool. New Chancellor, new Steward. And new Spy Master, who does not like us at all. But that's fine, because the goal is to seal tech, so he's not going to be around. And now my doctor's killing my daughter. Yes. There we go, that was quick. Gondar, we have a claim on Gondar. And he was too quick. But he's got 469, we've got 648, good. Hurry up, we want Pigemda as well. But we're just going to take it right now. He's got no allies. We have marginally more men. Let's take them all. And with that, we have most likely won the war. All these favors, but we need the prestige. Is that enough? Nope, not yet. I should really be besieging Begemda so that the troops here don't take such a huge knock. But there we go. Yeah, we're not ready yet to start revoking based on religion, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And there's Begemda, a lot quicker than I expected, which is a little bit annoying. But hey-ho. And there we go, we've got a barony. So now we have potential of 1,000 troops, but it's probably more than that. It's just that these are under new administration and not showing us what they have yet. No, we do not want to be your commander. So what I tend to do when I'm trying to be the Kingdom of David is I very slowly, one by one, pick off my fellow vassals. We're already a duke, you start as a duke, so we can dish out the land and just maintain a rather large duchy. And then we use that to take the crown when the king cannot do anything to us. Because it's Gavlekind, I might just destroy the crown and then create it again with my current succession type, because Gavlekind... Oh, I hate Gavlekind. Oh, we never managed to finish that book. No, Dad was writing before he died. Okay. So we're going to get him to do learning, because then I can get him to join the Hermetic Society. And we can start going for a magnum opus. He's the same guy, okay. Let's just, okay, let's see if we could. Nope. No one's interested in killing him, and we're sick. I think we'll survive this one. Okay, we got more gold. We can go for another castle town. Okay, we're not going to survive this. We got the Great Pox. And if this goes the way it always goes, we're going to become a eunuch. Oh! That is unlikely and unexpected, but I'm happy about that. Gold is pouring into the treasury, my lord. Monophysite, Myophysite, it's all the same to me. How are we doing for legalism 2? We're getting there. Good, was that maybe help us there? No. Guess that was for military. Okay, let's do light infantry. Okay, next castle town. The spy master of Abyssinia with 2 intrigue. How did he manage that? Yep, fantastic. He's dead. He's dead. What's he got? 247. Thank you. Let's get some territory so we can give our son a barony, surely. Yeah, let's just all go in. And now we can declare a holy war on Shua, but we just don't have the troops yet. No more favors from me, guys. Not if I can avoid it. Cool. Thank you very much. Now we're 1 over the domain limit. So we'll put a Jew in charge of the barony of Ambersell. And the slow usurpation of all of this Abyssinian territory to the Jews has begun. My chancellor was murdered. That's annoying because he was really good. There we go. Get another good one. Anyone actually that good? Oh, actually, our local ones are not bad, but he's a Miaphysite, so I don't want to have him on the council if I can avoid it. And now Shua is fighting what? Holy War for Wag. 435 men. I can't because I'm part of that war, okay. But if he's got such a small army, if he's so weak, then it's possible we could do a holy war for his entire territory while he's pathetic. We're not bordering, so we can't. If I do a border dispute for Godjam, no one else is going to jump in. He's got 855. Okay, we haven't got enough men. I'm not going to create the Duchy of Gondar, primarily because if they get legalism too, right, if they go for religious revocation, we're screwed anyway if they go for that at this point. But B, if I have a secondary Duchy title, he can just say I want to revoke it, and if I say no, we go to war and I lose. So we're going to avoid any additional Duchy titles at this point. And now we have a long, potentially boring wait while we build ourselves up and try and secure a few more claims. Gold is good. No. There we go. Oh wait, I don't want it. I don't want it. Do you know why I don't want it? Because it's tribal. It's useless to us. We'll have them as vassals, but we're not saying we really want that for ourselves. Let's boost centralization, get an extra domain slot. Yeah, let's boost our intrigue, why not? We still haven't died of the Great Pox. I'm quite impressed with that. Not yet. Okay, let's go for castle infrastructure. Okay, how's our province doing compared to our kings? We're on 624, he's on 435. The benefits of being a Jew is that your tech is just better than everyone else's. Anything for the prestige? Oh, I forgot, I didn't remember that our king actually owns all this territory. And all we've got here is, well, tribes. We don't want tribes. He's got 1100. We have to take Wag or Lacomelza to be able to do the Holy War, unfortunately. Holy War for Berbera. His stewardship isn't as good, so he would have to have far less. What are the chances? 71. And no one wants to help us, probably because they all hate us, because they are all rather anti-Semitic at this point in history. Okay, we wait. Good. I mean, yeah, we'll spend the money on WAG, because potentially we don't have enough men yet. But before we die, we have a chance. So Castle Town is done everywhere. Good. Next is going to be Castle Walls. Everywhere. All in our top 2 places. All of these things have a nice little impact on tax income, which is how we are going to manage everything at this point. Do you know what? I'm going to change our guy to proselytization, because it seems like these guys are changing to Miaphysite at a horrific rate. No. Okay, interesting. So the king just claimed Berbera, and we get to decide who gets it. And I can give it all to myself. There we go, we've got our first synagogue. And we've got our first city. Barony of Saka? Where's the Barony of Saka? Haha! We've got the Barony in Wag, which is not terrible. He's got 2, 4, and 6. We've got, well, we're not strong enough yet to kick his ass. There we go, we got Busaso. Anything else we can? No, that's it. Yeah, you're not teaching my daughter your filthy Christian ways. Okay, so now we have a son, we have a brother. There we go. He's our heir, regardless, so we may as well get him some experience of leadership, so I give him the Barony of Saka. And at the same time we reduce our domain issues down a little bit. Okay, we got some money for our next set of walls. And this place needs a bit of everything. So, actually, wait a second, now we're that close, do we have the right to... No. Could take that. We don't have enough men. Yeah, we'd be okay. I actually really want this, because this has a trade zone. And if you play your cards right, trade zones make you so much money. And if you're Jewish, because you get the extra sort of perk, it's even better. We can go bankrupt for a bit. This is not, we're not Viking. We haven't got mercenaries going, we can do that. I really, really, really want Socotra. It's really hard actually to conquer early on, because you need boats, and we actually have no boats, so that's not a good idea to be trying that. Instead I should be bringing claims on this territory. What do we need? New physician. They're not bad. He's a blind physician, so when he's performing surgery later, that's probably not going to work out the way we want it to. And then my daughter, the incredible warrior. Okay, I think though we are coming up to around 30 minutes, so that is where I'm going to call this quits. Okay, we've started out independent, but we've sworn fealty to the kingdom of Abyssinia to keep ourselves safe from the local Christian rulers, which actually seems to have been to our benefit, because we've been given titles by our king. We've got Busasso, we've got the barony of Saka, which is belonged to our brother. We've managed to get rid of Gavelkin already, which is really, really, really good for us. And we are making money like it's nobody's business. So we're on course, right? We're on course. The next video, what I expect we're going to do is probably take a little bit more of Abyssinia and potentially even claim the kingdom. And then we're going to have the next huge adversary to start thinking about, who's already bordering us now. And that's going to escalate very quickly. So, until next time, I bid you adieu.